Welcome back, everybody. September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, aimed to encourage screening for the second most common type of cancer in men. Joining me now is Dr. Philip Salem with Salem Oncology Center, here to discuss why early detection can be life-saving. Good morning, Doctor. Thank you so very much for joining us. Why is early detection so important?
Well, there is one message that I would like to make clear today. We shouldn't let COVID-19 deter us from early detection of cancer. Probably the best weapon we have right now against cancer is early detection, because the earlier we detect cancer, the better is the outcome. Cancer is by far a more serious disease than COVID-19. The mortality rate in the United States of COVID-19 has been less than 5%. It's much less than the mortality rate of cancer.
Now, doctor, what about methods of detection? Blood tests?
We have three major methods of early detection. The first is a blood test, a simple blood test called prostatic specific antigen, abbreviated PSA. This is a blood test that can be easily repeated. It is not an ideal test. It has its weaknesses and it has its strength, but overall it is a useful test. And the most important thing in this test is when you see a steady progressive rise in the PSA, that's a significant finding.
And the other two tests?
The second test is called the digital rectal exam. During this exam, the doctor introduces his finger into the rectum and he palpates the prostate to find out whether there are nodules which are firm to hard. These findings are suspicious of cancer.
And the third?
The third test, which is a new test, which is a very important advancement in early diagnosis, is called MRI. This is an MRI, this is an imaging test of the pelvis, whereby this test delineates the anatomy of the prostate, and it shows you whether there are any suspicious lesions within the body of the prostate.
Now,
These
doctor,
are the three methods for early detection of prostate.
what is the difference in ethnicities, ethnic groups, and their bodies being affected by prostate cancer?
Sure. I think the most important thing to know is that African Americans are 1.7 times more likely to develop prostate cancer than non-African Americans. Not only that, the course of the disease and the outcomes in the treatment of prostate cancer in the African American population, the outcomes are worse and the disease is more malignant in the African American community. So that's an important point. Being an African American puts you at risk for developing a prostate cancer.
Doctor, thank you so very much for joining us this morning and making sure that we are aware that we should go ahead and get tested rather than not, because of the pandemic that we are going through. Dr. Salem, thank you so very much.
Thank you.